Let's move to the next topic that is related to chapter number 7. The name of the topic is communication. Fine. Students, we know that how we communicate. Okay, if we talk about man, from the very ages, different ages, man used different means of communication in different periods. Okay, history tells us that what type of means of communication were available in the past. Okay, if we talk about now, we are having a two types of communication. We will definitely talk about firstly the two types of communication. They are personal communication and mass communication. Fine. Personal communication is a communication in which two persons can talk. Fine. Let's suppose if we call someone, okay, one is a dialer and one is a receiver. It's called personal communication. We are writing a letter to someone, only that person will read it. It's also known as a personal communication. So personal communication is a talk between two persons. Okay. Now next we are having mass communication. Mass communication is a communication in which we talk to the masses, talk to the people. Example we can give like Narendra Modi is going to address to the whole people of the India. So it can be called like a mass communication. Okay, the teacher teaching in the class to the all students. So it's also known as a mass communication. Fine. So next we will talk what are the particular means of the communication, that mass communication and personal communication. If we talk about the means of communication, we are having example of radio, television, films, internet, newspaper, magazines also. You know students, the significance of mass communication. Mass communication covers more than 95% of total population, and it is the source of information and entertainment also. It brings all classes of people together. So these can be the points which can be written under the importance of communication, mass communication. So students, you can see that this is only the communication, is the particular thing which has, squeezed the whole world. It transformed the whole world into a village. Fine. So different changes we are facing now. We can say that we are feeling now. We are witness for the different change, in the communication. As I have told you earlier in the beginning of this topic, that in history or in ancient time, we use different. The people use different types of sources means of communication. They were having a different ways to express themselves. Okay, as the time is going to be a change, or it's growing on its own pace, the communications also going to be changed, and there are lots of development in this regard. Fine. So now we will move to the next topic, which is related to tourism or travel. Students, tours, travel, trade, they are important, very important for the country's development. Fine. So now we will move to the topic that how the advancement of international trade of a country is an index to its prosperity. I'm again telling you, advancement of international trade of a country is an index to its prosperity. What points we can write in this regard? So, no country in the world, if we talk about, is self sufficient in all its needs. Goods produced by one country are required by the other countries, and hence differences in resources, needs, and development among nations creates the condition for international trade between them. Trade also help in exchange of surplus goods with those of deficit countries through foreign trade. Foreign trade has helped India to improve its productivity of manufactured goods. International trade contributed to India's economic growth also, and it raising income level of people, thus increasing the foreign exchange reserves. International trade helps India to import advanced technology of other countries to improve its own production. Thus, prosperity of a country depends on the advancement of the international trade, and hence is called the economic barometer of a nation. So this was all about the advancement of international trade of a country. Here we have totally talked about India. Fine. Students, here we will move to the next topic, that how the transport and trade are complementary to each other, how they move hand in hand, how they are interdependent to each other. You know that today the world has been converted into a large village, and with the help of efficient and fast moving transport only. Okay, so railway, airways, waterways, newspaper, radio, television, cinema, and internet have been contributing to its social economic progress in many ways. Fine. So the trades from local to international level have added to the valuability of its economy, and transport has been able to achieve this with the help of equally developed communication system. Fine. So therefore, transport, communication, and trade are complementary to each other. It has enriched our life and added sustainably, to growing amenities and facilities for the comforts of life. So with the completion of this topic, our chapter is also completed. Fine, I'm going to wind up this session now. So I just want to tell you, you have to complete your NCRT questions, have to written important terms in your notebooks also. Thank you so much. Take care.